Today's starting pitcher, Michael Wacha. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. And there's one away. Here's a Mets lineup now. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Francisco Lindor, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. And that's a little bit high. The count now 2-2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Got it. 2 gone.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call. He probably should have gotten. Didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Here's Juan Soto. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Two outs, base is empty. Next offering upstairs. Right side, hard hit. Sends it to first. They get the out on Soto. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mets go down quickly. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and starting in this one, Frankie Montas. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch, he's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Jonathan India leading things off and takes a strike. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-2 is the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. That thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
2 outs, base is empty. Vinny Pasquantino will hit next. And that misses. And that's ball 1. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Royals bats are quiet there. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Pete Alonso.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Waka back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Foul ball there. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball, that's in.
Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Ground ball right side. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts off the second with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. The throw's offline. He's saved. And it's 1-0.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Gets the call. Strike 1. One on, nobody out. A run in here at the top of the second. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 0-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. McNeil aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch is outside. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And here it comes. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you got to love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The third baseman, number 7, Brett
Brett Beatty getting ready to hit. Ball one there.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Sizes this one up. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Batting it, the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
And now here is Luis Angel Acuna. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Next offering popped in the air, right field. That's a base hit. Run scores.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
2 on, 1 out. Next to hit, Hayden Sanger. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. 1 out, runners at first and second. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it skips in the dirt.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that one almost hit him. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So the batting order turns over, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Golden opportunity right here. And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1-1.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Bases loaded, top of the second. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Two the count.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it in on the run. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Royals nothing. Bottom of the second. Leading off, Michael Garcia. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1. And that is out of play. And a ball evens the count. Good eye right there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
I'm liking the power he's shown recently. 3 homers already in this series.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Just missed. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Pitch misses there. Ball 2. And that one fouled off. Two outs. On the ground, Acuna. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
So, man aboard. Now the left fielder, Nick Lofton. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Caglione off of first with 2 away. Strike 2.
Talk about tying a guy up.
No
That
ball,
was
2
ugly.
strikes.
That's off the mark, and the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Two balls.
In the dirt. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Juan Soto. He swings and fouls one off.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. That one just misses. 1-2 to count.
Two the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Alonso in his 7th season, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Missed with a changeup, and now it's 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Jeff McNeil stands in. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That misses, and the count even 1-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Chases that one out of the zone. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now, Mark Vientos. And he grounds one to the right side. India over to first in time. And that's the 3rd out. Mets leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Kansas City, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin. There's a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto gets under it, puts it away for the out.
Batting 9th, the center fielder.
And now the center fielder.
Silver.
Drops one down in front of the plate. And that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And
Ball
downstairs.
1-1.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Two to the count.
Swing and a ground ball. Acuna. That's it out.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Jonathan.
So the Royals' batting order turns over. Jonathan India at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Well struck left field. Way back there. And that one is off the wall. And he's got a double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So runner at second, 2 down. So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 1 so far. Into center and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. The throw into second, and he's there with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Next is the designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. Grounded out his first time. Fastball for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Witt at second with 2 down. Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty.
There's the strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And it's strike two.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
He goes down looking.
Everything in that at-bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate, and of course, that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3.
And here is Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And there's 2 down. Here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Inside, just missed. Swing and a foul out of play.
Finish him.
This to third, Garcia. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Mets 2 and the Royals 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Michael Garcia. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1.
Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Perez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Out to short. Over to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The right fielder,
well, he's doing a nice
14.
job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Jack Caglione. Reached on an infield single his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So runner at second, 2 down. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Runner at second, 2 down. And that one missing low. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. And there's a ball. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Now here is Brandon Nimmo. Waka back to work. And a foul ball. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Michael Lorenzen, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Clark also getting ready. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's Francisco Lindor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That clips the corner.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the
2
dirt,
balls,
and
2
that's ball
strikes.
2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Strike on the inside corner. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that one is in the dirt. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away. Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
That one inside. And it's 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Clay Holmes up and loosening in the pen. Davinsky warming up as well. The 0-2. And a good eye there.
That's a really good take.
That misses the zone. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one in the air center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
The center fielder, number 2, Tyler.
Here's the center fielder. He's 0 for 1. This one popped up, and that's a foul ball. The Mets up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is downstairs. Trying to bunt his way on. Picks it up with the bare hand, and they get the out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. Tap foul at the plate. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nothing doing for the Royals. They're down 2-1.
Now pitching for the
Michael
Royals,
Lorenzen gets handed the rock out of the
number
pen.
24.
Just trying to keep this one close
Michael
here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Pete Alonso
Leading off
up now for the Mets.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
And the polar bear strikes out.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. That one's in there. That's strike one.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Down the line, and that drops foul.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
Got him swinging.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Vientos in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a foul ball.
Finish him.
Next offering is down low. Out towards left center. In position. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mets 2 and the Royals 1. Bottom of the inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. And that one fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
The shortstop takes the ball, stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Stanek, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Lovelady, a left-hander, also throwing. That one missed. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And it remains 2-2. That one to first, Alonso. And he handles it himself for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen.
Now pitching for
Clay
New York.
Holmes gets the ball now.
Number 35.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. 0 for 2 in this one. That's down and in. Pasquantino measures 6 feet 4 inches, 245 pounds, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. That one fouled off.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
One down. Michael Garcia, the next to hit. Ball one, no strikes. On the corner for a strike. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on the move. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. And it's 1-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
And there's the ball. Pasquantino at third. Garcia over at first with one away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason, and that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Now it's going to be Jack Caglione on the ground right side. That's the inning. Royals strand a pair, and our score remains 2-1. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty.
The third baseman, number 7, Brett Beatty.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out, and there's one down.
The batter, number 2, second
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
All ones the count.
And ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. John Schreiber getting loose out there. Ersig also throwing. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Good job to fight that one off. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Hayden Sanger. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball there.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Ground ball right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. And that is the inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for
taking over on the mound for the Mets, Ryan Stanek.
55.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals.
Lofton.
And that one finds its way through. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And next up for the Royals, Freddie Fermin. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Fouled off down the right side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And now the center fielder. And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that's in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. And a strike on the outside edge. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
India.
And the batter now, Jonathan India, 1 for 3. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Two outs.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
0-2 now. Ball one there.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a swing and a miss. That ends the frame. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Royals 1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Royals.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
46.
John Schreiber.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Brandon
Leading
Nimmo.
off for the Mets,
0 for 3
the
in this
left-hander,
one.
Brandon Nimmo.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Upstairs. That one the other way. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Juan Soto now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's in for a strike. Lindor stands at first with 1 out. Misses inside. And that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Taylor Clark appears to be getting loose. Next offering misses down and away. That's through there for a strike. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. Just missed.
2-1.
There's a strike. On the ground, out to short. Sends it to Perez, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Royals 1.
Now pitching for
Back
New
now,
York.
new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the bottom of the
57.
8th. Richard Lovelady. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Leading up for the Royals.
So up now for Kansas City,
shortstop,
Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
So here's the Royals DH, Vinny Pasquantino. First pitch, just misses. Lovelady checks the runner, and he just got his hand in there.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
And fouled off. Holding on to a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses, and it's 2-1. So the tying run at second. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Five foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
That left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
And the batter now, Michael Garcia. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner at second here, one gone. Line drive, base hit. Witt scores. It's an RBI single, tie game here in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
One down, runner at first. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Javensky getting cranked up as well. Here goes the runner. Fought off foul. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Richard Lovelady won't go any further tonight. And it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
New
New
arm
York.
out of the bullpen, Chris
Number
Davensky.
49. Chris Davinsky.
First and second, one out. And now the right fielder, Jack Caglione. And that's fouled off. Move to second. Garcia back in on a dive. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And there's the ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Two on, one out.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. This ball's chopped on the ground. Lindor, that's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on. Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one at 95, missed up top. And with that, we're underway in Kansas City. The 1-0. And there's a foul ball. Inside corner at the knees for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Now 1 away. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. The shortstop takes the ball.
Counts 1-0.
That's in there. And the count 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. To third, Garcia. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Pete Alonso.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Juan Soto stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Down in order go the Mets. And now the Royals will get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy and towing the slab, Frankie Montas.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
And that is out of play. Grounds one to short. Lindor tosses across to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And here now the lineup for the Royals. An offense that emphasizes a patient approach and controlling the strike zone, and they do it better than anyone. Right now, the top on-base percentage in the league.
And the frustration that can cause for the opposing pitcher, the opposing staff, because you're not going to go through these hitters quickly. They're going to be lengthy at bats. They're going to foul off pitches and many times end up taking a close pitch for ball four that pitcher maybe thought was a third strike. So, you know, teams like this, they can be really good in the long haul. Don't expect just the short stints and explosive innings, but over the course of 9 innings, you look up and they usually have one more run than you do.
Alonso takes it himself and a couple of quick outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, bases empty. And to the plate for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. And fires in a fastball at 95. 2 outs, bases empty. Pitch misses. 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth, the third baseman,
Michael Garcia now at the plate. Just missed. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Pasquantino off of first with 2 away. On the ground to third. They take the force out. That ends the inning. Royals leave 1 scoreless after 1. Back here in Kansas City, and now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Waka back to work. Outside low, ball 1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. A plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson. Lifted in the air, right field. Caglione sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So When you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Jet McNeil, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for
way inside.
Straighten him
One
up a
ball,
little
two
bit.
strikes the count.
One out, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Next offering misses. Full count now. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Off to a strong start, Siggy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
2 down, nobody on. And a slider misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. So up now for Kansas City, Salvador Perez. In for a strike, 0-1. That one fouled off. And that skips into there. That's inside.
2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs. Right side. Soto hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting 6, the right fielder.
At the plate, Jack Caglione. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. And that one missing low. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Got him. 2 gone now.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with a
Batting
fastball
seven,
on the
the
previous
left
pitch,
fielder,
it's going to be
Nick.
so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Nick Lofton in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Swing and a pop-up. Acuna hauls it in to end the inning. KC down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at Kauffman
Leading off for the
Stadium,
Mets,
here's the third baseman,
number
Brett
7,
Beatty.
Brett Beatty.
Beatty getting to start at the hot corner, hitting 7th in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Outside, and the count is 2-0. Outside.
Nope, outside.
Fastball for a strike. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. First pitch, not close. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Misses, and the count is 2-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
So up next for New York, Hayden Sanger. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Two outs. Pitch misses there, and 1-1.
Finish him.
And that's
2
in the
balls,
dirt.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Headed towards the corner. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So up next, Brandon Nimmo. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Now the 0-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. India over to first in time. And that is that. Mets strand 1, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Now at the plate, Freddie Fermin. Up and in, 1-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Hauls it in, 1 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And here's the rookie center fielder. Bunting for a hit, and he barehands it to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Pretty flashy with the bare hand grab right there. Kind of risky, but man, he made it look easy.
India.
So the lineup flips over. Jonathan India at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Still tied at 0, last of the third. And a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the dirt, now 2-2. That's a little bit low. Bobby Witt Jr. next up for Kansas City. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground, right side, Acuna slings to first, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. No score. New inning getting started. Here's Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
2-0.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Makes the grab, 1 down.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Here's Juan Soto. That one missed. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting.
Here's Pete Alonso. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And that one fouled off. Next offer, he's in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Now fly ball to right center. Caglione makes the play, and it's out number 3. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Bottom of the 4th, and now Bobby Witt Jr.
The shortstop.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Just missed. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here's the Royals designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Late swing, foul to the left. Witt at third with nobody out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not
Now
much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. He's 0 for 1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. McNeil has a beat on it. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
And here's the first baseman, Salvador Perez. That to right. Soto makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We played 4. It's the Royals 1 and the Mets nothing. We go to the top of the
Leading off for
fifth.
the
Jeff
Mets,
McNeil
the center
stands
fielder,
in.
Number 1, Jeff McNeil.
Waka back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one. You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And there's the ball. Left field. Lofton sizes this one up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. And the slider catches the zone. Next offering is downstairs. Fastball for a strike. The Mets down by a run, and they're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Now, here is Brett Beatty. A changeup missing, and it's 2-0. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
So 2 down. Now, Luis Angel Acuna. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Caglione tracks it down for the out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Royals 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Kansas City, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jack Caglione. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Bounce to third. Beatty whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the left fielder, Nick Lofton.
So digging in, Nick Lofton. First time up was a pop out.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. One down, base is empty. In the air, right field. Soto going after it. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fermin stands in here, takes ball one low. Slice to right and foul ball. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 outs. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
The center fielder.
Here's the center fielder. 0 for 1 so far.
Tolbert.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And the 0-2. Slider misses outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. So 1 for Kansas City, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Top 6. Here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger. And that one fouled off. That misses. And the count 1-2. Bullpen action for the Royals. John Schreiber up and throwing. Ersig getting loose as well. Got him. Strikeout number 8.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
So up next, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. Nimmo goes 6 feet 3 inches, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. In the air, left field, Lofton brings it in, and there's 2 away. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Fermin makes the grab, and that's the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Royals 1 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Jonathan India.
India.
First pitch misses. Outside. That one almost got him.
That's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
That one misses. No, ball 4. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot.
The batter number 7.
Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So a man at first. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. 1 for 2. Just off the inside edge. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Chris Davinsky preparing to come on if needed. Holmes, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. India gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swings through that one out front that time.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Out to short. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. On the ground right side. 4, 6, out. 3 double play. And the inning is over. So they make short work of them there. We're through 6 full. It's the Royals 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Tap foul at the plate. And that's in the dirt. And it's 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that is downstairs. It's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
That one missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Michael Wacha will depart. Just 1 hit allowed. He was excellent. And we'll have the new pitcher for you when we get back after a quick break.
Now pitching for
the new pitcher in the game, John Schreiber.
Number 46.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Pete Alonso will hit next. That's inside. Ball 1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Smash down the left field line. And it goes just foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2 the count.
That
Count
one misses, and that's ball 3. Got him swinging. Next to hit, Jeff McNeil.
The center fielder, Jeff McNeil.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips into there. Gets a piece and stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets, and it remains 1-0. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Chris Davinsky.
Now pitching for New York, number 49.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals.
Davinsky.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
On the ground, and foul ball. And there's a strike.
2.
On the ground to short, Lindor. Handles, throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez digs in now. And ball 1. There's the strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air to left, down the line. And that will drop foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And there's a ball. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for
right
fastball.
fielder,
Once he
14.
recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Caglione in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one misses. Going to count 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third, Baden. Fires over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Royals bats are quiet there. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th, and now the Mets DH, Mark Vientos.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Schreiber back to work. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Carlos Estevez, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Long, the lefty, warming up as well. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes. Nope.
Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and it's 2-2.
That was pretty close on the inside, and obviously he's not too happy with the call out there on the mound as he lets the umpire hear it a little bit. This is where you can't let that frustration compound itself, though. You got to let it out and move on.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. And they tie it up. It's 1-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. John Schreiber departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Royals,
in the game for the Royals,
number
Lucas
60.
Erce.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Inside corner for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Here's your 1.
That's a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering upstairs. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 8th. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. He just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Makes the grab, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger. Right through there for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
And that one fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. Swinging a foul out of play. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And he chases that one. That's the third out. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Pitching for
Back
the Mets.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
55.
8th. Ryan Stanek.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
So now a pinch hitter, Kyle Isbell.
And this is a big at-bat coming move. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
First offering, and it just misses. And that's in for a strike.
Gracias por suscribirte.
And a bunt towards third. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield was back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
Digging in, Freddie Fermin. That's down and in. Action in the Mets bullpen. Clay Holmes, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. That one in triple digits. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Fought off foul.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch misses. Full count back.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings, and this one's flared. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler.
And now the center fielder.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So now back to the top of the order.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. And fouled off. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Off the plate, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a ball line to center. And he'll play it on a bounce. In comes the run from second. And it's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing And there he doesn't try to do too much.
2 outs, runner on first. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. 1 for 3. Out to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. First and second, 2 outs. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. That one missing inside.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And he makes the catch. And that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance coming up here for the Mets. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Carlos Estevez. All right, ready to go here, and stepping in for New York,